Alright, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog, Thursday edition. And yeah, we're still in the running edition, just barely. But yeah, like I mentioned in the last video, you really want to be in the green at this point in the week, because we're facing down the barrel of some pretty nasty times. Um, but all that aside, if I had to pick a time that I think there's a chance of me beating out of these, I would choose not to pick. These are all kind of equally intimidating from my point of view. I think an 8 minute, 8 second Thursday might be not quite my best, but basically my best. Hard to make up ground there, and I think it's similar for the rest of these. So we're gonna go in with no expectations, but still gonna try my level best here. Interesting. That black square in the top left corner, don't see that every day. A little bit choppy, kind of scary in terms of what they had to do to the grid in order to make this theme work, but let's get it started. Maybe just boo. Uh, no idea. Uh, Hooray. IPA. Jury pool. Boxing site and arena. Salmon. Uh, Goby, I think. Alu. Yeah. Uh, Not sure. Recess. Alcove. Secured by a slip. Hurricane. No idea. Overact. Over emote. Over somethings. Um. Okay. Uh, Airliner. Is that a word? Um. Music export. You, Jetliner. And then this could be J-pop. Bell. Like the inventor, I guess. Oko, I guess. Uh, Ease. Olay, I guess. Like looks. Okay. Still not sure about this theme. Downed 8. Is it uh, music export location? Okay. Yeah, I do not know what's going on here. Because I really thought Salmon was right. Uh, ETA. Okay. ETA. Location. Uh, I guess a white mask must give. You think of like Jules Verne or something. Um, Something plural. Could it just be sadness? Doesn't quite work with the tenses. Had. I do. Forces offshores. Offshore. I know sea dogs is a thing. I don't know if six dogs is a thing. It might be white mask. I'll put Jules Verne in there. Maybe like Van. Maybe not. Opera mask. Probably like bed and breakfasts are inns, but neither of those quite fit. Maybe inn doesn't need to be pluralized. Um, hmm. I'm just gonna take this out because I thought this would be like CSI or something. Shinzo Abe. Ubers. Mess with, I guess. Datum is a fact. Taser. The worst first. The worst first. Not sure. Okay. Choice words. Ors, I guess. Or, there's an or there. There's not an or in this clue. You need an or. Cleaver or dagger? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This might be a classic Esau moment. Just pattern matching on biblical plus four letters, to be honest. Into someone or into something. Jury of your peers. Patentee. Beaks. Torn. Hurricane slash nor'easter. Tornado. I don't think that really has much to do with the tornado. ED ending. Okay, let's make sure I see all the downs. Atomic, or not atomic, atmospheric prefix. Not sure either way, to be honest. Apt nickname. Stew, I guess? It's kind of like a stew. Tray chic. Sterna, like your sternum. I'm very confused by that area. Must give O something. Kind of average. Centipede setting. I don't know. They live under stumps and stuff. Oh, okay, sure. I just hated that nickname. For private notes, I guess DM'd someone. I guess that's a trio, three amigos. That's, I guess I already tried putting 8 in there, it didn't help too much. I kind of want OR here because it looks like OR is always the first two letters. It's like maybe if you take out all the ors, tornado, something. This could be BTS though, if this was 8. Hmm. Okay. I feel like ETA must be right. I could imagine a world in which Stu is wrong. Armadas, like they're literal armed forces offshores. Hopefully, once I get one of these, I will actually understand the theme. It's a Paloma. Marquee name with a K there. Kind of like opened there, but I don't know what. Opera. Um, Podcast. Okay, that works. Opera Cape. Wormholes. Oh, W or M holes. T or N. Torn. Oh, H or N. Blower. Okay. P or T. Something. What else am I missing? This is OR. C or D. Cord cutter. Arcade. That's a game. Oh, no, that's not the stew one. SVU. RVs. I guess steps. I don't know if that's right. Um, PR something? No. Kind of average. Okay. Did I get all of these? S or E. Spots. Okay. Corrupting noise. So yeah, what's the same between a pundit and a czar? Port, P or T, inherited, owe it to, port o docs. Okay. Up the coast from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. Let's do a lap at this point. Oh, it might be beans. I don't know why I would put Oko. Um, Poised, gnarly, out of the one, out of the first. Um, I feel like this should be obvious at this point, but it's not for me. Esau certainly doesn't need to be right. A scow, I guess. Moored. A slip is a type of boat. So you're secured next to a slip, I guess, rather than using it. I feel like this is going to be a problematic cross. Over some things. Like obviously I think of a bell tower, but it might be like the like bell. It's probably some other meaning than like the type of bell you would imagine. Um, I do kind of like steps there. Pioneers. REO. Leaning on crosswordies there. Um, I'm like my brain is not filling anything in there. Um, Something run. ER nurses admit, not like admit to, just like admit into the hospital. Enod? Enoch? SOS? I don't know. That's another area that might cause some problems. Um, Sad. Six. Kind of like a lit ending. Um, this was allowed. Sadness kind of does just sort of make sense here, huh? That's gotta be an S. I feel That could be wrong, I guess. Port authority. Authority, okay. An ode. Put all this back. Deep sea. I don't know what deep six is though. Um, okay, that's just a city name. Over plays, I guess. Oh, spa. Okay, over plays. A steeple, okay, was just um earned run average, okay. Air, a roar, Arepa, is that a thing? Um, Yikes. So I'm thinking like Samlet, because that kind of looks like salmon. And then Ned? All right. I'm actually kind of shocked that I didn't need to start grinding away at different letter combinations there. Um, First of all, yeah, sort of clear that the challenge is not being accomplished this week, but always learning opportunities. Um, yeah, here the theme was definitely necessary. I'll give them credit for putting 5 theme answers in here with a tiny little revealer, I guess. Yeah, I think it's a reasonable enough um, theme. It definitely this feels more like a Wednesday theme than yesterday's theme, where like I feel like this sort of wordplay is yeah, more standard. But I don't know. Obviously it was harder for me than the Wednesday, so there's that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's I didn't enjoy a lot of the fill here, and I think this theme density was probably hard to fill around, given that they sort of are mutually interlocking themers, which is very hard to do. It means that you can't like shift this one word over if you wanted to, for example. Like that it is locked. There's not a lot of messing around you can do there. And yeah, so the long fill that we get is stuff like outside of the theme is stuff like earned run or inherited, um, or like jetliner, patentee. Uh, Pioneers is good, Uranus is fine, I guess. But yeah, in terms of the theme, I think it works well enough. Cord cutters, a thing. C or D cutter, wormholes, definitely a thing. Port authority. Hornblower is a little less of a thing, but I have heard of the term. And sore spot's very much a thing. So like, yeah, I think it's a perfectly fine theme. I feel like I have seen stuff like this before. Maybe I should have been more onto it than I was. Um, but really, most of the time I spent was with the fill. Um, and yeah, I feel like stuff like Decade. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, but er, oh, Erie, PA. Ah, I thought it was Iripa. That's not any better, really. I'd almost prefer if this was a random town I'd never heard of. But Erie, PA. Not a big fan of stuff like that. But yeah, this Sasson Ned Samlet cross, I yeah, I did not appreciate that. Also, if you haven't heard of a scow, also if you don't know Alu, I could very much imagine someone just giving up in this corner. But yeah, Ned could easily be Ted, and so they're just two unknowable ones there. And then Samlet, Hamlet is a thing. Uh, but Ramlet, there's a lot of things that could conceivably make sense for that cross. I am glad it was the most likely one, but come on. Also, cluing SOS as a brand. I mean, you already have enough proper nouns in here. Um, I think you can just clue SOS as what everyone thinks of because I barely even know what Brillo is. I think it's some sort of dishwashing related thing. I certainly don't know what SOS is in that context. Um, so yeah, overall, I wasn't all that impressed. I am impressed. Again, it's an impressive puzzle in that the fill holds up vaguely, um, despite the complexity of getting these theme answers to fit. Like that is impressive. Um, but at the end of the day, we're solving a puzzle. And do I enjoy the puzzle or not? And in this case, I enjoyed this less than the average Thursday. 4 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.